As a 15-year-old sophomore, I saw one of my good friends from school get pregnant. The dad didn't want the baby, the mom didn't know for the first 3 months until the school got involved, and she was terrified of what the future would hold for her. It's these kind of decisions that makes me so passionate about teen pregnancies, spreading awareness, spreading options, and giving people facts about what happens and what you can do. Now, my friend, in fact, not only graduated on time, but with honors, and she went to prom pregnant and totally rocked her belly. She's now in nursing school and she's doing great. Her mom loves the grandchild and she's very lucky for where she is. But sadly, in most cases of teen pregnancies, the moms don't even graduate from high school, much less college. DoSomething.org says that less than 2% of teen moms gain a college degree by the time they're 30, leaving them unemployed or earning less of an income. Now, some counter arguments to what I've been talking about for the past few weeks are, one, teen abstinence. Why don't you talk about that? Isn't teen abstinence important? Isn't it the number one way to not get pregnant? And yes, I totally agree, and that's a fact, but don't schools already do that? I mean, from the time we're in third grade, schools try to drill into our heads, making pacts of abstinence and showing graphics of STDs and side effects and showing videos of emotional teens after, sleeping with somebody that didn't realize they had an infection or an STD. And childtrends.org says that over 1/3 of high school students are sexually active. Though we've seen the video, though we've signed the pact, though we've sat through the class, this doesn't change human behavior. Especially in our generation, the media is constantly feeding us, sex and love and equating the two, and showing kids at a young age that sex is okay, it's easy, it's fun, and it's a pastime. And overall, I think that's raising the teen pregnancy rate in America and, quite frankly, lowering the morals. But that's another topic. The second counter-argument is a pro-abortion stance, which, as I've said previously, I am against, but I'll try to not let my own opinion infiltrate too much. According to abortionfacts.com, less than 1% of abortions are for the mother's health. If she's at risk of dying from the baby, if there's a serious birth defect and the baby's already passed. Abortions also endanger the mother more than a natural childbirth would. And at 8 weeks old, the baby, or the fetus, whatever you want to call it, can actually feel the physical pain of the abortion. And at 5 months, which is the legal limit now, the baby can, hear. It's starting to develop fingernails and toenails, and it has a heartbeat, and it's considered a legal death. But, abortion is a viable option. It's real, and it's a heated discussion, but it is pretty prevalent in American society. The third major counter-argument that I found was, why haven't you touched on parent involvement? I've talked about the pregnancy aid centers and different counseling options, but not necessarily parents. And, should you tell your parent, hey, I'm pregnant? Well, obviously, you're going to have to. My friend, I said earlier that she took almost 3 months to tell her mom, which is crazy, and she was already showing. And her mom took a while to accept, as most parents do, to accept where their child is and just get to the point where they can move forward. Parents, in some cases, aren't supportive at all, and I've had friends who have parents that refuse to believe or to aid in their child who either is pregnant or impregnated someone else, which is a very difficult place to be in. It's very sad. I found that parents are too emotionally invested in their kids to, at first at least, calm them down and just collectively and calmly give them options and reason with them. Whereas counseling centers are more able and they're trained in, you know, giving anecdotal evidence and saying, here's where I've been, and, you know, I ended up okay. And I think that is the most important thing that you can give to a pregnant woman. Thanks for watching.